Now let's go to principle 4. See, people might not take this very serious, but it's relationship management. The relation is okay, I always say to people, but the ship can be a problem. The relationship that you have with people on this earth, that is basically how you're building your empire. You're building your empire by the relationships that you're having with people. You are building your empire with the relationships that you have made on this planet. So, my relationship with Pastor Brian today, it means that Pastor Brian can open the door for me to impact 1,000 or 10,000 kids. That 10,000 kids can impact another 20,000 people. That 20,000 people can impact another 1,000,000 people, and it can keep going and going and going. So I value that relationship. I have to manage it. I have to hold it. I can't throw it away. So if Pastor Brian is one of the people on my right hand, let's see who is on my left hand that I have to manage this relationship. This could be your mother. See, my relationship with my mother is for me to understand that if somebody can carry me, a knucklehead person like me, a tough warrior like me, for 9 months and take care of me for all that time, and I have something to pay her back, I need to do whatever I have to do to manage this relationship and manage Pastor Brian's relationship and manage the relationship with the other friend who is blind and manage the relationship with my friend who is playing the drums and manage all the relationships around me. I learned this from the story of Christ. He managed 12 people around him. Some of them were cool. Some of them were fishermen. But some of them were betrayals. There were different types of people, but he managed all of them around him. If you want to be successful, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become a leader, you cannot be a leader without you managing these relationships. Because a leader is not chosen based on relationships. A leader is chosen because one has valued the relationships amongst society. He goes to them. They don't come to him. They only chose him. That's why he's the leader. But the leader went to them. He's the one that manages the relationship. It's not the people who believe in the leader that is managing the relationship. It's the leader who has managed the relationship. So I would like you guys to understand that whatever relationships that you have, manage it. I don't know if it's your girlfriend relationship and you had to break up with them. It doesn't mean that the fact that you're breaking up with them means you have to break away from them. You have to manage the relationship. Because you never know. She could be standing at heaven gates. Yes, she could be the last one waiting for you. You have to manage it. Because if you don't, and you saw her at the gate, you know where you're going, right? So that's the value of managing relationships. It's basically the foundation of wealth, success. Managing relationship is key. I have different types of friends. One of my friends is blind, completely blind, and he's one of my best friends. And I don't want to go into that story today, but I managed the relationship for 4 years until I found out that Brown is an angel who came to this earth to deliver a message. And it took me 4 years for me to understand the message that is coming from a blind person. His words to me was, "Cheddar, you are one of the greatest." And his eyes was closed. And I said, "Yeah? Okay. Why?" And then he says to me, "The greatest tragedy that befell on a man is a man with a sight but without a vision. And you have a lot of that. I still didn't understand Brown. Oh, you can clap if you want to, but I want to tell you my story. I didn't understand Brown. I thought he just quoted something for me. But I kept thinking about it over and over and over and over. Then it dawned on me and said, the greatest tragedy that befalls on a man is a man with a sight, but without a vision. Then I realized it was a blind person that told me. So how did this blind person know about a sight and a vision? That's how the angel speaks. So from that very moment, Brown made me know the greatness in me. It didn't take CNN or BBC to come and tell me that you are great. No, it took a blind person. That relationship that I managed, he told me I'm great. It took me 4 years. I had to rent him a house. I had to buy him a fridge. I had to buy him a microwave. I had to make sure he's fine. And after I got him everything, I asked him, is there anything else I can get? He said, yes. What is it? TV. Yes. He believed that he can see. So I asked him, how are you going to watch TV, Brown? He said, don't worry. I'll follow it. My message to you is, don't be bothered with what you're looking at. Really, watch where you're stepping. Because that's the only thing you need to follow. Don't just let your eyes be the sight that decides for you. Because you don't live by watching. You live by walking. You live by walking. And I repeat it. Is somebody in the house hearing me now? I said you live by walking. You don't live by watching. So all of those who have been watching me and judging me, I am here today. I am delivering the message to you yourself that don't just watch me. Watch my step. Follow my journey. Understand the value of where I'm traveling to. Because I am walking towards a destiny. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what you're saying. But you show me where you're going, and I will roll with you. Anyone here that shows me where they're going, I will roll with you. I need to know where you're going. I know where I'm going. I know myself. I know my principles. I know my core values. And you know what? I appreciate me. If you don't like me, it's okay. But I appreciate me. I want you to start to appreciate yourself. You don't need anybody to make you. I want this spirit to enter you this very moment. You don't need anybody. The only reason why CNN is talking about you is because there's something great in you. Don't let them lie to you. The only reason why you're on Ghana television is because they've seen something great about you. The only reason why you're mentioning the name freedom is because I am representing something. Something that has got your eyes looking. Something that has got your mouth speaking. Something that has got your legs walking. Now you want to follow. You have to watch your step. Because all the time that I told you about, you're going to be walking through a journey. And keep your eyes there. Watch your step. Don't waste your time. Don't talk about people. You know, the only reason why they talk behind my back is because they're behind me. That's why I've never looked. I don't look. I am just going. And the pace that I'm going with, no one can stop me. Because I'm used to my own steps. Even when I slip, I know how to get back up. Even when I fall, I know how to pick myself up. Even when you stop me, I know how to put my way through. I would duck. I would dive. I will use my 70 years so powerful that it will impact generations and nations. I will impact the youth. I want to change not only my country, but I want to change my color. And I'm not saying that I want to become Michael Jackson. No, I want to stay black. But I want the world to understand that black mentality can also be full of wisdom. It can also be full of achievement. It can also be full of great things. Most of these things that I've done that look so big for some people, I did it in 1 decade. Now, I don't know what to say and how God is going to elevate me in my next decade. But we're definitely taking steps together. I'm not alone. I don't stand alone. There is a great spirit. That spirit that is in you is in me. The only difference is you don't see it, but I see it. I am not alone. I want you to find that spirit in you and let it work for you. It can't be the pastor that put it in you. It's not going to be the teacher that put it in you. It's not just going to be somebody that will put that in you. You need to discover that yourself. And if you follow this principle, core principles, you are going to discover yourself. Please make sure before you die, you discover yourself. Even at your last year, when you discover yourself, remember me.